Who made me the man I am today? That is a broad question. You know what? I'd probably get in a lot of trouble if I didn't say my wife, but that's actually probably the truest and best answer I could come up with. You know, I met her when I was a kid. I was 19 years old. I was a child. Like, she would be quick to point out that I was wearing like ratty jeans and combat boots, and she was just like, "Oh God, none of that's gonna work." So she, you know, it's sort of like morphed me from like this 19-year-old man-child into like a, hopefully, you know, at least pseudo-responsible adult. So I think my wife definitely had a big part of it. My grandpa on my mom's side, he is honestly the greatest, best man that I think anybody could ever think of. Anybody who's at least met him would point to him if you ask for like the epitome of a good man, which is a great example to have within your family. Seeing the way that he treats people, you remember how people are supposed to be treated. You know, in this business, it's sometimes kill or be killed. It's very cutthroat. You have to do whatever it takes. It's very much a sort of, it's a solo game. It's kind of like you versus everybody else for parts or for whatever. But then you see someone like him, it's like he doesn't compete with anybody. He doesn't feel the need to. You know, he treats everybody equally and everybody with respect. So to have an example like that, especially in this kind of tumultuous, weird, dark world of the entertainment industry, it can be really refreshing. And it can be nice to kind of call somebody as a sounding block and go, "This is what's going on out here," and hear them go, "That sounds absolutely crazy," and it reminds you that this isn't normal, you know. That's why my parents wouldn't let me be an actor as a child. I was like,
You wanted to be an actor?
yeah, from when I was like 11 or 13, I was like, "I want to act," and they were like, "No," like, as your parents, no. And it's the greatest thing that ever happened to me, because the thing that gets these child actors isn't, you know, the fame, it isn't the money, it isn't anything like that. It's when they lose that. And they've spent their entire developmental years associating their job and their bank account and their level of fame or celebrity with who they are. And then when they lose their job and they lose all those things, it's not like an adult losing a job and going, "Shit, now I have to look for another job." It's like someone who just went, "I lost a huge portion of who I thought I was, and now I've got this weird vacuum inside of me that I have to try to fill and jam with all these things." So it's like the best thing that my parents ever did for me is not letting me be a child actor. There's just things in this business children shouldn't deal with, you know?